Well, a critical, crucial meeting of the Congress Working Committee has been on today amid divisions in the party over the leadership issue, with sources indicating that Sonia Gandhi has sought initiation of the process to elect a new party president. The party has been divided on the leadership matter, with a section demanding collective leadership and another proposing faith in the Gandhi family. According to sources, interim Congress President Sonia Gandhi has offered to quit, asking the Congress Working Committee to initiate the process for selecting a new party chief. In her opening remarks at the meeting, Sonia Gandhi called, the meeting called in the wake of the section of leaders seeking a full-time and visible Congress president. Sonia Gandhi made the offer to quit, saying she had given a detailed reply on the issue of AICC General Secretary K.C. Venugopal. Former Prime Minister Manmohan Singh, who spoke after Sonia Gandhi, urged her to continue. So did former Defence Minister A.K. Antony, with both the veterans criticising the letter by some party leaders, including Ghulam Nabi Azad, Anand Sharma, Mukul Vasnik, who are all a part of the CWC, which is the party's highest decision-making body. Sources also say that Rahul Gandhi has criticised the letter by these leaders, questioning its timing, although there are contrary versions about what exactly has Rahul Gandhi said as well. So the Congress party facing a fresh crisis, but this is not the first time that situation has come to a head as far as leadership or the direction the party is headed in is concerned. There have been several instances in the past as well. Let's take a look at the history of the first family's troubles. It goes back to 1969, where there was tussle between then Prime Minister Indira Gandhi and Old Guard, which was also known as the Syndicate, and that came to a complete head at that time. What happened then? Well, look at it further, how things developed. What happened was that Indira Gandhi then threw her weight behind independent candidate V.V. GIRI in the presidential contest. So that was a big move for Indira Gandhi. She opposed the official candidate, and the official candidate Neelam Sanjeeva Reddy in fact lost that election, which sort of tells us that Indira Gandhi had a very good hold over the party at that time. Now, this led to a split in the Congress after then party president S. Nijalingappa expelled Indira Gandhi as well. So she was expelled from the party, and then the party split. That was the scenario in 1969. Then in 1977, remember, post-emergency defeat triggered a crisis within the party at that time. What happened in that particular time? Because the party was in complete disarray, then party president K. Brahmananda Reddy and leader in Parliament Y.B. Chavan turned against Indira Gandhi. So Indira Gandhi faced another revolt, so to speak. But again, Indira Gandhi engineered a split within the party. She split the party again and again re-established herself. Again in 1987, Congress was in power at that time when this crisis came about. This was, out of the Indira Gandhi phase. What had happened then? Well, at that time, V.P. Singh, who was first finance minister and then later as defence minister in the RAJIV Gandhi government, raised questions about corruption. Lots of questions. Even the Bofors case had come up. The issue had come up at that time. The case came later. V.P. Singh first sacked from the cabinet and then from the Congress as well. So that's how that situation went at that particular time. V.P. Singh then launched the Jan Morcha with several other former Congress leaders as well, and then we know what happened later on. But let's not dwell on that at the moment, because 1998 it was Sonia Gandhi who faced the first challenge to her leadership in the initial years soon after she took office. Now, what happened at that time? It was the foreign religion question. Sharad Pawar, Tariq Anwar and P.S. Sangma raised the banner of revolt ahead of the 1999 Lok Sabha elections. And in that particular scenario, what happened was these rebel leaders were again expelled from the party, and a new party, the Nationalist Congress Party, was born. Again in 2001, Sonia Gandhi faced another leadership challenge before she could consolidate her position in the party. Jitendra Prasad contested against Sonia Gandhi for the post of Congress president. But even at that time, Sonia Gandhi won the contest hands down. Jitendra Prasad couldn't really do much, didn't get much purchase within the party. And then, of course, this was the last time that elections were held for the post of Congress president. After that, we've seen what has been happening. We've seen the crisis brewing in the Congress and coming to a head ever since the 2019 elections were lost. The BJP, along with the NDA, came back to power. Then Rahul Gandhi quit and Sonia Gandhi was appointed interim president. And this was supposed to be, as it suggests, an interim arrangement that has been stretching on. And this is leading to all sorts of questions being raised now within the party, which has all come to a head now with that letter, and the letter being deliberated and other issues being deliberated within the Congress Working Committee, which is the highest decision-making body of the party.